Uh, One more second. Okay, we're good. We're on. So sorry, you guys. I forgot to have my mic plugged in. It's sitting there in front of me, and I'm like, why isn't there any audio going? Sorry about that. But hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm chief of staff here at Breshna.io. It's been one of those mornings, but we are a no-code game maker where we empower a non-tech, non-gamer audience to be able to create games with no code at no cost and at lightning speed. So it's really, really fast. It's really easy. I'm going to adjust my camera angle just a little bit, guys. And it's really fun. So today, what we're going to go through, and you can see right here, where is my screen? Here we go. You can see right here, this is our website. So what we're going to do today is we are actually going to create a runner rave, one of our most popular games right here. It's very similar to like Super Mario. And we are going to use this to create a game where we will kind of introduce kids or adults, depending on if they don't know, to different types of environments. So we're going to be doing the ocean, we're going to be doing the desert, we're going to be doing a forest, right? So we're going to go ahead and come all the way down here. And again, we have 22 different templates, so go ahead and play with them all. We do have tutorials for all of them, but of course, if you want to see something, you can leave it in the comments, and I'm happy to go over that the next week. So before you get started, what you're going to do is you're going to first go over to Breshna verse coming soon, and you are going to log in. You're going to make sure that you're logged in with your email and your password, and then you can get started. And you want to make sure you're logged in just because you want to make sure that you can save all your work, and once you get started, it can sometimes, it's actually a lot better now that, but sometimes it can kind of lose your work. So make sure that you log in first, and yeah. So I'm coming down to my runner rave template. I'm going to go ahead and just click this pink create button. I'm really hoping that my internet is okay. It's been a little bit iffy the last few weeks, and so I'm seeing a little bit of glitch in my camera. I'm hoping that's just for me. Fingers crossed, guys. Okay, so here is our editor. You have two sides, right? We've gone over this, multiple weeks, but if you're new, this is our left side is like the graphics and the music and stuff like that. That's that side. The other side over here is more of our verbal side. So this is going to be where your description is, your title, and then we're going to be able to kind of like tell people what to do, give them introductions, and we're going to tell people a lot about each of these different environments with this introduction and with this closing answer, right? So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust my avatar. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start with the desert. And so let's see if we can find maybe something that's a little bit desert-like. Now we do have a scorpion somewhere in here. I think I'm not going to do that because I do have a scorpion as like a non-collectible. We're going to do kind of things that are sorry, I'm looking at the same time, that are sort of harmful in the desert, as well as some things that are very natural in the desert, as well as some plants of the desert. So we're going to come through, and you know what? Maybe we take a camel over here. Since the desert has lots of camels, I think we're going to go with the fancier one. That's really cute. And let's give this a desert background. So let's see if we can pull this up first. We've got lots of desert. Wow, look at that. Lots of options to choose from. I really like this first one that we just pulled up. This one is very good too. I don't know that that sun or that moon or whatever it is makes a ton of sense, but I think we're going to go with this first one. Okay, so now we've got our desert background. I'm going to adjust my platform, this is what he walks on, to be kind of like this stone. Now I could make it be grass as well, or the ice, which is what it starts on, but I think the stone works the best with this, this level. Now, our collectibles are things that I have actually uploaded. So I have my collectibles here. I am going to click Upload Collectible because I can click View More in my collectibles. And I can come all the way down, and you can see that I have actually uploaded one of these already. And we're going to go through and we're going to upload the other ones together. So this is my cactus. This is one of the things we're actually going to avoid because it's prickly and you could get stuck, I guess, with it. And so now we're just going to go to upload collectibles, and I'm going to make sure that I have set my pixel size to 256 by 256. If you don't know how to do that, you can resize things. I'm pretty sure you can do it on your phone now. You can do things in all sorts of different programs and softwares and apps, stuff like that. So just see if you can find one where you can resize. You can do so in Canva as well, so which is what I tend to use. All of these are actually from Canva that I downloaded with a transparent background. So I'm going to go ahead and click that upload file button and pull up, this is called Desert Sage, and we are going to, I'm actually going to adjust my mic right real quick because I don't want you guys getting all of my clicks up and over my talking. Okay, cool. So we are going to do Desert Sage plant, actually medicine, because this is actually known kind of for its really pretty blue and purple flowers, as well as it's got a lot of medicinal properties to it, so we love that. And then I'm going to leave this public. So you want to make sure these tags are do as many as you can think of, and as close to what this is as possible, because this is going to be what allows you and other people to be able to search for this. So if you keep it private in your privacy settings, nobody will be able to search for it. But if you keep it public, like I often do, other people can not only search for this, but they can use it in their games. So like especially if you want to do logos, you can do that, and other people can use your logo in their games. I think that's pretty cool. Of course, you can always keep that private as well. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to upload quite a few of these. We're going to go through, this is a fennec fox, and they are fennec, nope, that was right, fox, desert, animal, cute, fuzzy, things like that. Make sure you click enter after every single one of these, because otherwise it will not take in the system. You'll find that it types in, but it doesn't actually take anything. And yeah, you want to click enter until it turns pink. This is a Joshua tree. Tree. And by the way, you don't need to do like Joshua tree and tree. You can simply do Joshua tree, and then if you type in tree, it will get that for you. So you don't need to do the multiples. We'll do desert again, plants. And I think that's it. By the way, these plants are so gorgeous, and they're very interesting to look at. We have those quite a few of these where I live, and then we have our desert scorpion. Oh my gosh! I put the T in the scorpion. Why can't I get that? Scorpion, poisonous. Is it poisonous or venomous? I'm also pretty sure that's not how you spell poisonous, but we're going to leave it like that. Venomous. Mean. They're not always mean, but, you know, they're scary. They look like spiders with stingers. I mean, all right, now we've got to do our forest one, so bear with me, guys. Ha, bear. I did not do that on purpose. Bear, fuzzy, cute. This is also going to be our non-collectible because bears are dangerous. You should leave them alone. And forest. We'll leave that in forest, and then we can upload that. And by the way that I have this inappropriate content, it's a bear. What the heck? So one of the things that we do have, and I guess I could just see that there's other bears, I think, in this. The reason that I have it is because I like to be able to upload... let's see if it'll do the same thing. Oh dear. I like to be able to upload assets that kind of look alike, and so it all looks like it should be from the same game. Sometimes if you use just what we have available, it can look a little bit like stuck together with different kind of animation styles or things like that. So I like to be able to do that, but we do have bears in there. The reason why it does that is because we actually work with AWS to have a security system so that people can't upload inappropriate things, and they can't upload, okay, this is an oak tree, and they can't upload inappropriate things or things with IP. Like if you were to try and do Moana from Disney, it wouldn't allow you to do that. You would have to use something that kind of looks like her. Okay, oak tree, forest, plant, earth. Oop. Earth, I guess. I don't know. Upload. We shouldn't have a problem with this. Okay. I wonder what about the bear made it. It must look like a bear that is. So pine tree, forest, plant. Okay. It must look like a bear that is a logo for something. I wonder maybe if it's the. Okay, and then squirrel. It might be. Not Fozzie Bear. What's the bear? The forest fighting bear. Only you couldn't prevent forest fires. What's that bear's name? Doesn't matter. Okay, squirrel, forest, animal, cute, fuzzy, cool. And then that's the last one for forest. All right, guys, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're gonna go through our. Oh, I lied. There's one more for forest. Wolf. Let's see if the wolf will. Also cute, also fuzzy, but dangerous. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we got it. All right. Yeah, it must look like a brand, which is, you know, one of the things why we make sure that we we never want to be infringing on IP, and we never want to be allowing inappropriate content to come in. So, yay. Clownfish, ocean, fish is already in there. Sea, water, animal. Okay. Good enough, good enough. Upload, upload, upload. See, I think this is my internet, and I'm really hoping that all of this is okay right now, because it does not usually take that long. Dolphin, ocean, sea. What's the other word for sea? Ocean, sea. There's another one. But anyway, fish. It's not really a fish. But, okay. Upload. Yeah, typically it's like click, bonk, upload. So I think it's definitely my thing. And now we've got our non-collectible jellyfish, which are so pretty, but so scary. I've already got fish in there, but whatever. Jellyfish. And then we're going forward. We're almost there. We've only got a couple more. Another jellyfish. What am I doing? Ocean, sea, water. Good enough. I think I do animal as well. Ocean, jellyfish. Okay, 4 more. We're almost there, you guys. This is a mangrove, and they are very important. Oops. For keeping coastlines safe. So we are collecting those. That's going to be enough plant. It's good enough. And yeah, see, that was a little bit more towards the normal. More mangroves. Mangrove, plant, ocean, coast. That's not what I said. Beach last time. Almost there. Almost there. So close. We've got our seaweed. We're going to do 2 seaweeds. Seaweed, plant, ocean, sea. Oh, we've already got sea in there, don't we? And a shark. And again, I'm pretty certain that we've already got sharks in here. But this is one of those things. Plant, ocean, oh. Sea. Water. This is another one of those things that, like, when you have a game and you're playing it and you're like, why does this just feel that little bit better than other games that I play? And that's one of the things that it is. It's just like making everything kind of cohesive as the same sort of style versus like if you kind of come in here, you can see like if I did this cherry, but then, you know, I don't know if I maybe did kind of this or you know, some of these have a lot different styles in here, or you go, let me go back and actually this is kind of perfect. This rainbow is a different animation style than I feel like these. So it's just one of those, little things where people are like, why is this better? It's very small. Okay, so now everything has been uploaded. Yay. So we are going for just our desert. I'm not going to do non-collectibles here just yet. And I'm going to skip the music just for time's sake, but you can come in here and you can play the music. You can add the music with the pink buttons. I'm going to add, let's just do liquidity. And you can upload your own. You can upload your own background just like we did for our collectibles. Avatars as well. Avatars get a little bit more complicated. We did one a couple of weeks ago on all about how you can do an avatar for the Runner Rave. So you can go and check that out. So you can also check out the tutorial video if you'd like. Anyway, now we are here and we are going to say an introduction to our desert theme. So I'm going to say deserts are very dry. They need a lot of, let's say the animals there need a lot of strength. Okay, you need a lot of strength or, you know, something like that. If you're an environmentalist, you're going to end up screaming because I'm probably going to get some of this wrong. But you'll be able to understand kind of the concept, right? If you're a teacher as well, you really know this topic, then you'll be able to make it a little bit more accurate. This is just how you're going to do it. So they need a lot of strength. They need to be very cool. So you can see, you see animals like fennec foxes, and camels across the deserts. And then, let's see, camels, what else do we have? Beautiful trees, beautiful Joshua trees, and animals like scorpions, and I think I just did scorpions for the Scarian here, that are dangerous humans. Now I do think that scorpions don't go out of their way to, what's it called? Actually, let's just add a little thing, dangerous to humans. Be sure to avoid them at all costs, and don't get stuck by the cactus. Okay, so we're gonna say in this question, oh yeah, and I don't think that scorpions do go out of their way to, you know, mess with humans. I think that when humans get into their environment and then end up messing with them somehow, whether that's intentionally or unintentionally, then they just react, you know, but for the game. Okay, so we are collecting Joshua trees and fennec foxes. Oh, just say collect. Collect. Joshua trees, fennec foxes, and camels. Is that, no, and we have one another, we have the desert sage. Sage. Joshua trees, okay. So I'm going to skip this little one right now. This question is going to pop up right here, so we do want to make sure it stays fairly concise. Let me actually use the ampersand instead of that. And camels, so we'll see, it might be a little bit too small on this, but we'll see what we might want to end up saying. Collect, you know, happy desert things, something like that, instead of the actual list, so we'll see. And then for here, our context might be different. So desert sage is known for its medicinal properties. Joshua trees were revered by native tribes. I don't know if all of this is accurate, but this is the concept, right? So you can give a lot more content on what these things are. Fennec foxes are adorable and live to be around 10 years old. Don't know if that's correct, so don't take this from me. This is not a class. This is a game class. Okay, fennec foxes are adorable. Camels are known. Did you know that there are North American camels? I actually didn't know that for a really long time. Are known across the world. And what was the last? Scorpions. Wow, poisonous. I think they're venomous, and it's not how you spell poisonous. Poisonous. I'm actually pretty certain we're gonna say venomous. Although if you eat them, it might also be poisonous. I'm not sure. And while venomous, they do not attack humans unless provoked. You might want to say something like that. And then maybe you could even say something along the lines of, there are multiple desert ecosystems, depending in the world. Right? Because there's not just one, right? But where I live in California, there's a type of desert. It's kind of a brush desert. In Egypt, right? It's sand desert, and there's sand dunes. Versus where I am in like Death Valley and stuff like that, it's like a lake bed that has been dried out. So different types. You got to make sure that you encourage that. So I'm going to say 150 is my completion score. That's what they have to get in order to move on to the next level. And what we're going to do is we're going to X out of all of these collectibles right here, and we're going to X out of all of these non-collectibles. So now I'm going to add my assets. I'm going to go to view more, and we're going to bring this all the way down. I have so many assets. To our desert. The things that I want them to collect in the desert are going to be desert sage, fennec foxes, and Joshua trees, as well as I'm going to come all the way up. Oh my goodness, look at all of these. And I'm going to search for a camel because I know we have camels in here, and we will also collect fellow camels. Okay, and then we're going into our non-collectibles. These are the things that we are avoiding. We are not trying to collect, and that is going to be a scorpion. And because there's 4, I'm actually going to add scorpion twice. It's just going to make it come up a little bit more often, so it's a little bit more challenging. If you really want to challenge people, you can make it so that there's 1 collectible and like 10 non-collectibles. Now that game is going to be really frustrating. So, you know, be aware how much you want to challenge your people or your players, but that's the concept. Okay, so that is level 1. We are going to blast through level 2 and level 3 here. So level 2 is going to be about the ocean. So now I've added a level. You can see on my select level, just used add level right there. Select level, I can now toggle between the two. And now on my level 2, we're going to change the background to something ocean. Let's see what we've got here. Ocean. Oh, perfect. This is actually mine, personally. And then we've got a very cute, this is one of my avatars, and he's actually swimming underneath, but I don't know. Yeah, you know what? We're going to be a diver. We're going to be swimming. Let's see if there are any fish, though, because I kind of want to see. Wait, there is a squid? Yes, there's an octopus. He's so cute. All right, we're going to do that. I'm going to make my platform ice. I feel like that makes the most sense for this one. And then we're going to come across. We've got all of that adjusted in here, and we are going to do our introduction. So our introduction, oceans, there's more ocean. Oh my gosh, you guys. Then there is dry land. And then we can say something along the lines of there's fish and dolphins and all sorts of cool things. There are fish, dolphins, and aquatic plants like seaweed. But watch, I mean, same with sharks. As scorpions, they really don't go after humans, but watch out for sharks. And actually, dolphins can be pretty mean too. But watch out for sharks, and with sharks and poisonous or venomous jellyfish? Fish. Okay, so that's what we're going to say. We're going to say in here, and let me actually come down here, get rid of my collectibles, my non-collectibles, and make sure I've got all of these in here. So now we've got our collectibles, our dolphins, mangroves, and seaweed. That's what we want. And then our non-collectibles here is going to be up more, coming down, we've got our shark, we've got our jellyfish. Boom, 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 just like that. And so you can see I actually might want to put an extra one in here. Oh wait, I just did that twice. Oh, hang on. Coming up again. All the way down. I'm gonna do that one. All right. So now there are 6 versus 3, and that kind of feels like a good ratio for me. Gonna leave the completion score at 150, and then we're going to come up. More ocean on Earth than there is dry land. Watch out for sharks and jellyfish. Seems like all the good stuff. Okay, so we're collecting seaweed, dolphins, and mangroves. And then so here I would say something along the lines of mangroves don't grow underwater but are important to keep coastlines safe. And then, you know, context. More about each of the things. Seaweed is this. Maybe you'll go into like climate change, how that's affecting things, you know, whatever. That's, you know, whatever context you need, you can add that there. And then finally, we're going to add a final level. We are on level 3 now, and you can see if I go back to level 1, everything is the same. I don't have to, like, it's not going to mess with the previous levels. So now we're in the ocean. Now we are going to be in the forest. So let's go back up again. We're just going to hit forest. Ooh, actually, that is not bad right there. And then this is the same idea, right? There's like pine forests or northern kind of American forests, and then there's like jungle forests. So we are going to come down again, and we are going to, oh gosh, sorry you guys, I might sneeze. Ugh. Okay, and we don't have a bear, unfortunately. But we're going to come back into our collectibles, come all the way down, and we've got like an oak tree, we've got a pine tree, we've got a squirrel. Did I forget? I forgot to add. Hang on. I didn't add here. We'll get rid of this and we'll add our other fish. Clownfish is my favorite fish. Absolute favorite fish. I just think it's so cool that they live in. Oh no, that was right. We're back on. Oh my gosh, we are in the ocean. Gotta put the shark. Oh my gosh. Hang on, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are in non-collectibles and shark. We're adding the shark back in. Okay. Now we're back in level 3. So our platform is definitely going to be kind of grassy. And our avatar, let's see if we've got something in here. We've got a squirrel, which is very cute. This is the same sort of idea, though. This squirrel doesn't match this sort of animation style even a little bit. So I don't know if that's the one I would want to go with. However, I'm not sure how many other options we have. There are bunnies in forests. There are squirrels in forests. But we are going to be collecting squirrels. I suppose that's okay, considering we collected camels in the first one. So we're going to do a squirrel. Squirrels in the forest. Now this is actually kind of a jungle forest, so I'm not sure that this is accurate, but squirrels in the forest. Okay, so we've got our background, we've got our platform. We're going to come over to this side again, over to the right side to do all of our collectibles. We have our oak tree and our pine tree, and we've got some squirrels, a squirrel, and then I'm going to come up and grab, did I have any other collectibles on this? Squirrel and a deer. Deer, squirrel, yes, okay. And then we are going to add an asset way over here for our non-collectibles, and that's going to be a wolf. Now, it was going to be a wolf and a bear, but apparently that bear is too famous, and we're not allowed to use him. So, I don't know. All right, so we've got a wolf that we are avoiding. We've got our collectibles. Now, one thing that I haven't mentioned that I'm not sure if you guys have seen, there's a score right here. So if I wanted to, I could make all of these just one and have them have to collect 150 different things. or however many. Let's say I put this back down to 30, then they have to collect 30 different things. I like having it be 150, and I like having it be 10 personally, because I think that it's more fun to see it get up to like over 100 versus, stay kind of low. But you know what? You guys do what you want to do. You can make this at, anything that you want, and you can do that as well for damage. So if you wanted them to take 100 damage and have them kind of like restart every time they end up hitting a wolf, you can do that. That's totally fine. They only have non-collectibles, both take damage and take lives. They always take lives. So you keep that in mind. Okay, so then we've got our final introduction. Forests are home to a huge variety of animals and plant life, which I guess that's true for all of them. Things like deer, deep, squirrels, what did we say, oak trees and pine trees can all be found in forests. And then so we're gonna say, collects pine trees, oak trees, deer, and squirrels. And now, oh gosh, I actually don't love. It's funny, I actually really love, in here in the editor, I love adding the exclamation point. When I see it in the game, I absolutely despise it. I hate it. So I always end up putting it in and then taking it back out immediately after I play it. So then this, I would really get into, like, there are jungle forests and, I don't know, cold forests. I don't know, North American, I guess northern forests that are very different, just like the deserts between Egypt. That's not a G. And then again, we won't go into all of this for time's sake. Oh, actually, we're doing okay on time. But this would be another thing where you give context. Maybe you tell them about what oak trees are. You tell them about deer. Maybe you're doing things about movies and you're related to Bambi. I don't know. Whatever. It's your choice. Go crazy. So I'm going to replace this with the ampersand. I'm going to do that with the ocean as well, just because I want this to be consistent throughout. Context, climate change, all this good stuff. We've got so many different avatars, so many different collectibles. I think I'm going to add a second one of these. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I think we have a bear in here, don't we? We do have a bear. So these are very cute bears. I think they're very sweet. But I guess we'll add this. This is not a forest bear, though. That's a snow bear. So we won't add that one. Okay. And that would be a fun one, too. You could even separate it to, like, northern forests, jungles. We've already got deserts. You could do mountains. What else? Snow. Go crazy. All right, so those are our 3 levels. That's all we're going to do today. And then we're going to come over here, and I'm going to call this, what did I call this? I had a very cute name for it. It's just nature exploration. That was not like the cutest name ever, but okay, tags. Just like or like we did with our collectibles, we are going to tag our game so that other people can find it, other people can play it. And so we're going to say forest, environment, ecosystem, or that's another good thing that you could go into, either into the introduction or in the closing answer, on like how these animals and plants function within each other, right? You can say the squirrels eat the grass and the bears eat the squirrels. I don't know if we want to get that far into it, depending on your audience, but yeah, you could really get into it. So desert. And then we had ocean, education, geography, kind of, sort of. And then I'm going to put this in the education category because this feels very educational. And this is definitely going to help me get my game in the right spaces, especially as our new library releases. So we're going to have a whole bunch of different filters for you guys to use and be able to actually have people really find your games. It's also one of the things that we're really excited about because it ends up sort of being like a resource for people around the world. We're very excited about that. So then our description, I'm actually going to I often go over and grab the introduction to one of these, and typically that works pretty well as a description. However, it doesn't this time because they're all different for each level. So I am going to say here, adventure through nature and explore different ecosystems. Learn about the animals, plants, and dangers of each environment. Right, and then calls to action, websites, things like that. Super good to have right there. Especially like if you get stuck or if you want to review more or things like that. If you're an educator, this is a really good spot for you to put that. You could also put if you want to learn more in those introductions as well, or like if you get stuck. Now this one is hard to get stuck. It's telling you what to do, but they are good spots if you need to have people kind of come to you for whatever reason. Okay. So we've done our everything. We've done our description. We've done our categories. Collect player email is pretty neat. If you want to collect the email and the name of the people who are playing your games, you would toggle that on. I'm going to toggle it off this time just because I've toggled it on a good few times in the past. And it just basically means that you can actually get the email and the name of the people who are playing the games, right? And so you'll be able to actually go into hang on, let me save this really quick. You'll be able to actually go into, and let me just kind of go into my profile right here, which, let me go back again. This, you would just click on your Breshnaverse coming soon, or your name, it's going to say your name, and then click profile. And then you can go to your game stats, and that will give you what you need. So I think, I'm not sure on this one. So the username and ID, this is where your email and name would end up popping up. So let's see, I can't remember which one of these that I had. Vacation with kids, I just made this one. We were doing something, wow, we've got a lot of people who played this. This one? No. That's okay. I'll try one more and then we'll give up. Wonder Crest Maze. Nope, not at all. All right, we're giving up. You guys would be able to see it right here, okay? If you don't have that toggled on, most of mine do not have it toggled on, as you can tell, and then I don't get that. But if I wanted to, and especially like if I was hope it's saved, yes, okay. If I was a tutor, if I was a business, if I was like maybe a tourism business or whatever, and you see these emails coming in, you can always like follow up with them and say, hey, I saw you liked my game. You know, if you want, here's 30% off or whatever. So here is nature exploration would probably also work too. But I have it saved as a draft here because I only clicked save. I did not click publish, and so it is not published. This means that even if I play this a whole bunch of different times, it's not going to show up in my game stats. So it's just something to think about. You won't have as many games here as you do in your actual games, because if they haven't been played or if they are in a draft, they won't show up in your game stats. Okay? So we do not need to click edit, but if you want to edit your game, you just click edit right there. Of course, the delete button also allows you to delete, and the play button allows you to play. So I'm going to update and publish this now. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that until after I go through and kind of fix a couple of these things. I don't want it to be live just yet. So I'm going to preview it instead. So we're here. It's going to pop up into a new screen, which is also always really nice because you can flip back and forth and just do edits as you're playing the game. And then we're going to try and go through all 3 levels. Let's see if I can actually make it. Sometimes I'm not so coordinated. So our about, this is that description that we did next to kind of under our title. Adventure through nature and explore different ecosystems. Learn about animals, plants, and dangers of each environment. Oh, excuse me. Now, the dangers we didn't really do. You could do something too, like dehydration for a desert or something like that, or I don't know, what's it called, the bends, because for the oh no, but we didn't use a diver. We used an octopus. So I don't know if that makes sense. But if you used a diver, maybe you could do all sorts of good options. All right, let's play this thing. Deserts are very dry. The animals there need a lot of strength or are very sturdy. You see animals like fennec foxes and camels across the desert, beautiful Joshua trees, and animals like scorpions that are dangerous to humans. Be sure to avoid them at all costs and don't get stuck by the cactus. So we're going to play this. Actually, that was a pretty good one. Of course, the other ones were not as good because we didn't put as much effort into it. But that's the idea, that's the concept, and you could even go a little bit further with that. You can really get a lot of content, a lot of information. So this question is going to pop up. See, okay, it's not too bad. Collect desert sage, Joshua trees, fennec foxes, and camels. So now I've got my sage, I've got my fox, I've got my thing, and we are avoiding. Oh gosh. We are avoiding those scorpions because we don't want to mess with them. Although you don't want to mess with any wild animal, both because you never know, and because just don't. Please don't. It's rude. It's very rude. If I was chilling in my house and I had people come up and mess with me, I would be very upset. So leave them alone. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, we are at 150. Amazing. I should have done harder. I always do easy mode because I guess I'm a baby. I literally always do easy mode. So I should really do this hard mode next time. We still have so much time. So, almost got it. Okay, so one of the things too, as you play these games, you might realize that you have so much time that this is actually a little bit too easy, you see. So if I had left it at what I had, which was, I think, 300, I think it was 30 first, and then it was 300, and then I made it 150. Did I get it? Yeah. So 300 would have actually been a pretty good number. Up and over. We got 10 seconds left. This is becoming a streaming, or what's it called? A gaming channel? I guess it's already a gaming channel, isn't it? Yay! We win. Now we have to go through the other two. Desert sage is known for its medicinal properties. Joshua trees were revered by native tribes. Fennec foxes are adorable and live to be around 10 years old. We do not know if that is accurate. Camels are known across the world, and scorpions, while venomous, do not attack. See, I don't love that. So, I would go back right now and fix this. Now, I'm going to go back and fix a whole bunch of things, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. But you could go back and say, while venomous, they don't attack. I guess that actually makes sense. While venomous, they do not attack humans unless provoked. There are multiple desert ecosystems depending on where you are in the world. Right? And then we've got next, and we're going into our ocean. I actually really wish I had left on the diver because I'm really proud of him, but he didn't really go with the actual animation of the game, right? Which he is really cool. I really like him. He's over here. Again, he's this. And when he goes forward, he swims and he just kind of goes up and down. So I don't know, it's really cute. I was proud of it. Oh no, I have to get my camel back. Get my camel back. Oh dear. Let's go into our animals. And I believe he was at the bottom. Yes, here he is. Okay. Oops. Did we? Okay. There's more ocean on Earth than there is dry land. There are fish, dolphins, and aquatic plants like seaweed, but watch out for sharks and jellyfish. And I'm coming forward. Look how cute he is. And we've got our mangroves. We are getting some dolphins, although I think probably as an octopus. Collect seaweeds, dolphins, and mangroves. And I need to put the clownfish in there too. That was close. Did you see that? Can I go under this? Oh no. Oh dear. I think I'm going to lose a life. Oh! Well, okay. I definitely lost a life. Let's try this one again. All right, let's see if I can make it to the next level. And then once we're at the next level, we don't necessarily have to play through it. But if we want to see, oh, goodness gracious, this is not going to work. Oh, it did work. Okay. I don't think that was a good idea. Hang on, let's try that again. Oh, it worked. Oh no, yeah, okay. Well, it was gonna happen. All right, we've got our seaweed and our dolphin, and yeah, I will have to go back and add clownfish to our collectible question here. One of the things that I actually did that was why I created this background, because again, this particular ocean background was one that I actually made. I'm not sure where that came from, but I actually made. And I can't remember what I was saying because that messed me up so much. What was mated? And I'm sorry guys, I'm not sure if you could hear my neighbors. They are, I think they're dancing or something right now. Not sure. I literally have no idea what I was about to say because mated messed me up so much. I was talking about something about I made this. You guys, I think I'm tired. Over to the mangroves. We're almost there. We got 30 seconds left. Yeah, see, 290. I think this would have been good. Now, the one thing is if I did that really mean thing where if I hit something and they lose a life, that they then lose 100 points, which is actually kind of fun when you're trying to really challenge people. And, think about when you're challenging people versus when you're not. When you're educating people, and you want them to get from level to level, which is what we want here because we want them to learn about each thing, you might not want to make it super duper challenging. If your business, at the end of this entire game, you give out a coupon code, yeah, let's make it challenging. Let's try and make sure that these people got to work for their coupon, right? Context. Climate change. Mangroves don't grow under the water, but are important to keep coastlines safe. They are, just so you know. They are. That one is accurate. I do know. That one is accurate. And our final one now, we are going into the forest. Cannot wait. We are little Katniss Everdeen's. I have something under my nail, you guys. It's poking me, and it's very annoying. Oh my goodness. Forests are home to a huge variety of plants, or of animals and plant life. Deer, squirrels, oak tree, and pine trees can all be found in forests. Of course, so many other things. And when you go into jungle forest, which is a little bit more like what this one is, look how cute he is. Honestly, we should probably change this background. Then you would get things like frogs. You would get things like, probably not so many deer in jungle forests. I don't know, maybe there are deer in jungle forests, I'm not sure. But there's definitely not pine trees in jungle forests. No pine trees. I don't know about oak trees, though. If we have any ecologists? My brain really wants to say economists. That's not. Oh, we have death-defying squirrel over here. Or I guess anti-gravity. Look how cute that wolf is, though. It looks so good. Alright, actually, I just realized we don't have to go through this whole one. But collect pine trees, oak trees, deer, and squirrels. We got all of them on that one. We got our squirrel, and I like that our squirrel collects other squirrels, that we are a squirrel. I also like the way he walks. His, I don't know. Oh my gosh, you guys. What is happening? Alright, let's see if we can make this. Made it! Got it. Yeah, see, one more time. I would definitely, let's actually go back and we're going to take all of these edits. We're going to make the little edits and then we'll be done for the... You guys see that? I get way too into this game. I mean, it is really nostalgic, right? This is one of the reasons why it's... Oh no. Oh dear, okay. Why it's one of our most popular is because it's nostalgic, right? Because so many people, yes, played Super Mario when they were younger. I played Super Mario all the time. and this is just the purposeful communication twist version, right? Jungles and northern forests that are very different, just like the deserts between California and Egypt, and the same with different oceans and seas, right? The ocean in Australia is very different from the ocean in New York, right? So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much. That is our nature exploration with our runner rave template. Would love to know if you guys have any requests or any questions. Go ahead and leave them in the comments. Or, of course, you can come all the way to our website, all the way down to the bottom, and you will see info@gamingfordev.com. You can just email us with any questions, or you could book a session with us or a demo with us. It's 30 minutes, it's totally free, and we're happy to walk you through anything you want to be walked through. Thank you guys so much. Of course, we'll see you once again next week at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, as well as on our next week on Thursday, as well as on Twitter for our boat bonfires every single Wednesday at the same time, 11 a.m. Pacific and 2 p.m. Eastern, and it's just a ton of fun. So go ahead, make sure you have your calendars set, reminders set, and thanks for being game. Bye, guys.